But why it look like Little a hostage in a basement?
Because he is.
He looked like a hostage in a basement, like he got kidnapped.
He's hiding from the supervisor.
I'm always in a fucked up location.
Sparring minds, we back, man.
Yeah, man. 110 after a couple weeks off.
One of these weeks, we're gonna get the whole team back together. This feels like it's been a choppy season for us. You know what I mean?
Happening, man.
We're gonna get back soon. Probably gonna be next week, and then we'll form Voltron and be spectacular again. But until then, you know, we'll have a great time.
Yes.
Hi, Tom. What's up with you, brother? Long time no see, my nigga. You all right?
Oh man, I can't think of who said the quote best, but feels so good to be back. Who said it? I don't know, but you get the gist.
Yeah, 100. Hey yo, Payne.
Yes, sir.
Normally I don't do this on this show. I was talking to the nigga Hightower this morning. Just checking in on my nigga. I ain't heard from him in a little while. I said, hey, what's good with you, brother? Hightower replies to me with these. Now listen, you know Hightower's replies are generally spectacular in my eyes. This shit took the motherfucking cake right here, nigga. I said, Hightower, what's up with you? What's up with your world? What's up, Tisha now? Good to see you, Queen. He said, yeah, I got some guests in the crib, but I'm not sure where they are. I said, what wing did they get lost in, Hightower? What the fuck is you talking about, son? Yo, this thing got too many square footage over there if he's losing guests, nigga.
How you lose people? Most people lose.
Come on, man. This is what I'm talking about. But y'all dudes always say, nah, you be too hard on Hightower. Give them a break. So what, nigga? Fuck out of here.
No matter what I say, it always seems to get lost in translation, man. But I love it. It's all good. The guest I was referring to were some rodents, some unwanted rodents in the house, and I can hear them scratching around in the attic. So,
nigga,
them damn chipmunks and squirrels, man.
Squirrels, man. Yeah, that's what they are, and they just be sitting on the roof looking at me.
Yeah.
Like, what you gonna do?
Right, like, come find us.
Yeah.
It's fucked up because I was talking to somebody and they was talking about how chipmunks do a whole bunch of damage. I never gave it no thought, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, if anybody knows of a exterminator or some sort, go send them my way, man. I got some work for them.
I'm sure we got people out here that can help out with that. Little, what's up with you, my nigga?
Not much. I thought you was talking about Music Soul Child being lost in this house or something like that. You know, Hightower's, you know, he's a star, so he hangs out with the stars.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So now, little, let's play fact or fiction.
Yeah, go ahead.
You was at the Music Soul Child show this weekend.
Yes, I definitely was, and
you was having a great time.
I definitely was.
You was on your way out the motherfucking show when you saw Hightower shaking hands and breaking bread with the Music Soul Child, correct?
Like he knew him a million years.
Yo, it's disgusting, bro. Every week on this show, Hightower guy, look at his goddamn pinky in the air. Every week, dog, he gonna show you an example, man. I'm sick of this shit personally.
He sat front row. Music actually, I wish I recorded it. Music actually serenaded their table. I tell you, no lie. No lie. I bet you wifey got, you know, video of that whole thing going down over there. I wish Hype would have, you know, fessed up and just put it on the show so they can see. Like I'm not telling you, Music and him look like they were best buds.
Yeah, he definitely did serenade our table.
And shameless.
Yeah. He came by to say what's up, dapped him up and everything, man. It was good. It's all love.
Yeah, you had a pretty table over there too, by the way.
Yeah, we won't get into that too much.
Yeah, we won't. I went with my daughter, and my daughter was like, "Wow, that's a beautiful crowd over there." I was like, "Oh yeah, definitely." Yeah, you know, but it is what it is. It's day in the life of Hype.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
gotta live vicariously through him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. So what's going on, man?
Shit,
Well, I
man.
mean, we've been gone for a little while. Like, I kind of missed it a little bit.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, y'all that have been gone, update us. Let us know what's been going on, man. Or let the people know. We know, but let these people know that are watching.
Oh, yeah, me and Chuck, we did have a good time last week, right?
Yeah, so everybody knows by now that I was transitioning from Chuck. Be careful, man. I was moving.
You transition? Yeah, you were right the
Nah,
first time.
nigga. Nah.
Uh,
Yo, D White, what's good, God? Hey, yo, let me freeze on that real quick because I was on social media earlier. I believe it was this morning or even last night with D White, and he had the idea of putting together a daddy daughter dance. I guess they haven't had one in a while, right? Um,
mm,
and so he brought the idea back up that it would be a dope concept to kind of reinvent and bring back to the people. You know what I mean? And I said, listen, man, you start something, tag Sparring Minds in. We're gonna help support that and get it moving. You know what I mean? All of my
yeah,
guys, daughters,
definitely, definitely.
we'll all try to get that built. So, yo, D White, hit us, man. We definitely gonna do what we can to get that rocking and rolling, and whatever we can
Yeah,
do to
Yeah,
help. We're here for that.
yeah. I think I went to one like 4 years ago.
yeah, big. I think the pandemic took them out.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
Shout out
Uh,
for
T
coming to Sunday service on
T
Sunday.
Chanel saying there's one coming up soon.
Really?
I need information on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, but again, that don't mean we can't, collab with D White and collab with others to get something else done.
Yeah,
So, and we can make ours an annual joint. I'm here for that. That's something we can get behind. So we definitely want to promote that a little bit. But no, so yeah, everybody knows I was moving from Florida to North Carolina. We finally got settled in here, and then the homie Little popped up on us, which is always a great thing. Salute to him for coming down, and celebrating the new home journey with us. And we went to the Erica Badu show. Nigga,
mm.
normally NyQuil does it for me. Like normally, it's either NyQuil or Nasir Jones. One of those two, I'm gonna get a good night's sleep. Nigga, Erica Badu,
You're disrespectful.
So is what?
nigga, I slept 80% of her set.
Disrespectful. I will, say that I don't think she's a headliner. I think she should be somewhere in the shuffle of acts. I don't think she should close a show. Yeah, I mean, when I'm going to a show, I'm usually wanting the show to be. When I come away, I want to be hyped. I want to be, But leaving Erica's show is like everybody's just nonchalant, just quiet, just so be it. I just it's not. It wasn't for me. Shit, Ja Rule had a better set.
And here's what I was gonna say about that. And I'm gonna go to Hightower after this, and Payne as well, because they're probably more into the scene than I am. But
Mm,
you make a mistake when you blend your shows. To me, part of me, I may not know much. Erica Badu has a certain sound, right? She was there
mm-hmm.
with Soul Child, who has a certain sound. Good
Yeah,
parent, right? You
yeah,
don't then add in Ja Rule and Goody Mob. It's a different kind of
yeah,
vibe. It's a different kind of vibe. So I went
yeah,
from I went from that to whatever Erica was saying with the big top hat and the big robe. I was confused.
yeah. It definitely was a change in like energy in there.
Yeah,
Definitely was.
yeah. You gotta really put some time and effort towards how you build your show. Hightower, you've been to more shows than I have, especially on the neo soul R&B tip. I imagine when you see those kinds of shows, they're built in their entirety towards that vibe. Correct?
Usually, I mean,
Mm,
this sounds like it would have been some sort of festival type of lineup.
yeah,
But
yeah,
even still, like that's still an interesting. They usually have it on different stages where Ja Rule and Goody Mob would have been performing in a certain section, and then Music
mm,
and Badu would have been in a certain section, but they definitely wouldn't have been all together. This is
yeah,
strange.
yeah.
Yeah, that in that kind of lineup, like it's nothing wrong with having the genres mixed, but she's not the closer in that lineup.
Yeah.
Ja Rule Ja Rule is the closer in that lineup.
I agree.
And that
Me and Little said the same thing that night.
Now,
yeah.
Soul show, Erykah Badu is absolutely, without question, one of the top 3 people I'd have as a closer. If it's
In a neo soul show.
In a neo soul show?
If it's just a neo soul like show, like concert,
she ain't even in my top 10.
No, I don't do that.
She neo soul. She's not even in my top 10 of closers. If I was to pick 10 acts as a closer, no. Neo soul wise, no. No, she's not top 10 in this genre now.
Overboard. Get the fuck out of here with not in their top 10.
I'm not
in my top 10.
I'm not even gonna entertain that. If I had to reorder that 4, I think it'd be Music, Erykah, Goody, and Ja.
Yeah, that's how you. Yeah, I agree.
That's a perfect one.
Yeah, and I think that's what me and Little said going into the show.
Yeah,
like you can't start the show with Goody Mob. You got to start it with music. Let him set a nice little R&B tone. Let Erykah follow it up.
Just gradually get into it.
To Goody and Ja, and let Ja close the thing out.
Yeah.
One other point about that too, and I know they kind of ridiculed me that night. Erykah, listen, I don't know if she's a headliner or not. That's not for me to say. I'll leave it to the R&B neo soul guys. But she's probably one of 10 artists ever, who have an aura about them, right? They have a glow to them, right? I don't know what it is about her, right? But when she walks in, you're like, oh shit, that's Erykah Badu. Maybe it's the big top hat. Maybe it's the capes. Maybe it's I don't know what it is, but it's something about her that you're like, yo, damn, like her energy is crazy. Energy's crazy.
Speaking of her energy,
ain't she fucking with Future right now?
Energy.
Is she?
I think so.
I don't know how's Future doing.
I don't know. I'm gonna wait a couple of weeks to see, if anything changes up. But they're both heavyweights. They're both heavyweights. They both been through some shit.
No. If you saw Future, pardon me, I just told y'all last time I was on the show about how Hightower, yo, what up, Future? As Future's walking by him in the same hotel. We talked about that, right? So
I forgot about that.
Oh no, I didn't forget, nigga. I didn't forget. But I could see Future in the street and not know who he was. That's a true story, right? I wouldn't be like, oh, that's Future, right? Erykah, you're like, oh shit, that's Erykah. That's what I mean by that energy, that aura, that thing.
That thing.
Oh yeah.
Y'all niggas is crazy, man.
Let me get that window seat.
For real.
Yo, y'all gotta relax, man. Y'all gotta relax, man.
But I thought Erykah Badu was married to Jay Electronica, no?
Who?
Married? No. I don't think she ain't never been married.
Yeah, they got a kid.
So they was together. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he's just one of
the many.
Oh, okay.
And they all swear by her too.
I mean,
yeah.
I'll leave it there.
Yeah. I ain't touching that.
You ain't?
Definitely not touching Erykah. Erykah scares me. Erykah scares me.
Oh God. Sparring Minds, episode 110, baby.
Yo, Donut White, no muzzle. Sparring Minds live every Friday. Let's go. Look, it's Sparring Minds. If you don't know the name, look us up. You know it's all facts when you got Chef Maine cooking up a couple of brothers who know all about the struggle. Black excellence, you know we just work hard and hustle. Whenever you want that urban talk, you know we keep it real. Mr. Maritime on the mic, yeah, you know the deal is real life. Hotel Hightower bringing you the feel. DJ Payne, keep it 100. Matter of fact, keep it a mill. Let's go.
fellas.
Hey.
Shout out to homie Mr. Main Topic. He's out celebrating his young daughter this weekend, so we always want to salute that.
Yes, sir.
I got a couple of things I want to get into this week, guys, if y'all don't mind.
Let's do it.
We've been talking about yo, Raynell's crazy. What up, Raynell?
It's not like it's false. Well, J Electronic is still, as far as I know. Anyway.
No, I don't know, man. We ain't heard from him prior to that album. He was in the shadows for years before the album came out.
That's true.
So yeah, the proof's in the pudding apparently, but
the pudding.
Hey, yo, can we grow up on this show?
Jesus Christ.
For once, can we grow up on this show, man? Yo, we adolescents out here sometimes, man. We're talking about shows, and we of course would be crazy if we didn't get into this situation with Monique and DL Hughley, right? So let's provide a little background. Now, Payne, I know you know a little bit about the story. Let me go in. You drop a couple of seeds if I'm wrong. And then I got some things I want to talk about with it.
Okay.
So, as a matter of fact, here's the backstory to it, little. D.L. Hughley had gotten into he was setting up a show, or got booked to do a show. He was the guy that said, hey, bring on whoever you want, right? He said, cool, I'm going to bring on A, B, C, and Monique. Steve Harvey was like, nigga, don't do it. Nigga, don't do it. You know what I mean? Against Steve's suggestion, DL still went ahead and booked Monique for the show. Of course, it was, DL was booked to be the franchise of the show, right? So here's what we'll do at this point. Let's do this.
If I didn't let y'all know what the fuck is going on this stage right now, so my energy is a little different, nigga, because they got me fucked up. They got me fucked up. They got me fucked up. So the contract. Oh, yeah. The motherfucking contract said that the bitch is the headliner. The headliner. Let me say it again. The headliner. That's what the motherfucking contract says. Monique is to be the last motherfucking person on the goddamn stage. She is the headliner. That's what I signed the fuck up for. I'm 30 plus years in this motherfucking business, and I don't open for no goddamn body. The contract said the headliner. The contract said the headliner. The contract said the headliner. But a nigga named Dale Hughley turned into a bitch and said, I want more and take it back.
Damn.
The epitome of loud and wrong.
We can run down a list of motherfuckers Monique has run into who have all had bad working experiences and said, stay the fuck away from them, right? Netflix, Steve Harvey, fucking The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, she's had a few run-ins. Yeah, she had a few run-ins.
She always run
I didn't know she was that bad.
After the first two people, I was like, and then I seen that Breakfast Club interview. Man,
We might have to bring that Breakfast Club interview back because I might have to look that up.
see the Breakfast Club interview more so shined a light on, in my opinion, her husband is fucking up her career.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, so this whole contract dispute thing, D.L. Hughley showed his receipts, basically what his contract was, and basically blacked out the banking info and personal info. And then Mo posted her contract, which was on her husband's letterhead because he's her management, which means he worded it how he wanted to.
Yeah.
But in DL's contract and on the show run that she came into, it had DL closing. So the promoter's paperwork is what's right, no matter what. Whatever you write up in your own world is gonna be fucked up.
Because everybody got to sign it. They got to agree to the terms.
Yeah,
Exactly.
nobody care what you wrote up. We care about the formal agreement.
Yeah.
Man, what up, God? We wish you were here, but you know, continue to support the seed. Listen, man, this is the memo. This is what he got from the promoters. This is from the production team. It says everything you need to know. This is to D.L. Hughley. You are 100% the headline. Artists to be the highest paid on the show. Artists to have approval of the lineup and the running order of the show. What more do we need here? He's clearly the headliner of the show, 100%. This is from the producers.
Right.
This is something you drew up in crayon and tried to slide in as some fucking formal document. Get out of here, son.
Is that the same document she had?
No, hers was on her own letterhead, and in whatever language her management, aka husband, decided to put it in.
I would venture to say her career is officially over. Would y'all?
Nah. 50 Cent's helping her out. She's good, man. She's good.
No,
she's a pain in the ass, but she's good.
I wouldn't say she's good. I think she's just all right.
Yeah. Well, shit. She living better than us.
You can't alienate your peers like that because this is her peer group. You know what I mean? Like, unless she's gonna try to attach herself to the up and coming, generation of comedians, this is it for her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we came up on her. People younger than us ain't know who she is.
And these new comedians and entertainers are more business savvy than our generation of comedians, celebrities were. So they might not deal with that shit as long as some of them did, or give her as many shots. So
yeah,
Jermaine said Lee Daniels is back working with her. So
forgiveness.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. Whereas, like, you expect to see Monique on the show with D.L. Hughley. You expect to see her on the show with some more.
Yeah.
Adele Givens, Steve Harvey, maybe. That's what the kind of show you expect to see. You're not going to see her on the show with Nick Cannon and Wild 'N Out.
Not now. You would have seen her a couple of years ago, maybe. But.
Yeah. Because I can actually see her there, but after her and her little issues now, I can't see it no more. But question: you think she was more mad at the fact that she feels she's better than DL, that she should have been the closing act? Because I actually probably like her better than DL.
And I don't think none of that matters here. Yeah. If I'm inviting you to my show, it's my show.
Right. True.
I'm not inviting you to come replace me.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that rant was all ego.
Yeah.
It probably was, because she's probably the more successful out of the two, I would feel.
Monique,
I mean,
DL?
I would feel. I think so. I mean, DL did hold down that, what was it, the comedy, whatever, but he was just a host and whatnot. She's made movies. Wasn't she nominated for something?
Yeah, for Precious.
Yeah, she was nominated for Precious. I mean, and she's been in probably bigger movies than him.
He had the Parkers. DL's TV shows never did shit.
Yeah.
It was a TV show, but it wasn't. Parkers is a classic TV show.
I don't think any of that matters.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, because he called her.
You're right. You're right.
She didn't have a stand-up opportunity at that moment. He did.
Right.
He was paying it forward, saying, "You know what? Let me give her a look.
Mm-hmm.
I respect her craft. She's the homie."
Mm-hmm.
And then boom, it blew up in his face.
Yeah. See, I think she'd be in the position he was in if her whole reputation, because her reputation fucks up her resume. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he more in a position to get more shows to be able to put her on to him, and as opposed to the other way around.
Yeah, if she just went on there and just did her show, people would be talking about the content of her show and not this foolishness.
Yeah.
Now she just gave herself another black eye.
Now, I wish I could have seen the rest of that show and how DL handled that situation coming on after that, because I feel kind of embarrassed going on stage at that point.
He said he just went on about his regular routine. He didn't even delve into it.
Mm.
And that's a class act to me. You know what I mean?
That's a class act. It is.
I don't gotta do this with you, man.
I would have aired that out though.
Well, hold up. Let's not do this.
I would have aired that out.
A month ago, we were saying Will Smith was right, and now we're saying Monique is wrong.
How are they parallel?
She came on there and we're just disrespecting Hughley, and he didn't respond. We're saying Chris Rock should have responded, right?
I think I've been on record as saying Chris Rock was wrong, right? D.L. Hughley's not wrong here. That's the difference between these two scenarios. Chris Rock deserved the action that came towards him. D.L. Hughley didn't deserve this. I gave you the look, and now you're attacking me. What are you talking about? That's different. So I think there's a different air here.
Okay.
But well played. So as we continue on with Candid Camera, which is the name of today's show, I read, and you guys know I peruse social media pretty often, and I stumbled across a story today that was rather spectacular. So there's a young lady who's been reported missing for like 4 weeks or whatever the story was, right? Family and friends are searching for the young lady. And lo and behold, one of the cousins finds her. Spectacular story, you would say, right? This is dope. I'm glad to see that. Here's how that plays out. Now, the brother that finds her goes live.
Look at this shit, man. Come on, man. Get the fuck up. Get up. What the fuck is you doing, man? Come on, bro. Look at you, bro. Look. You, man, see this whatever this is, man. A little crack hole. Come on, man. Get the fuck, bro. Look at you, man. Like, you used to be on top of the world, bro. You had the dream job. You had a nice house, a car. You didn't do the work. We were looking for you.
Disrespectful.
Yeah. Hey, we didn't know it.
Disrespectful.
Come on, man. Come on. We got to get the fuck out of here. Who is me? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, you tripping, cuz. Like, we've been looking for you for a week. Man, what the fuck going on? Like, what is this on your arm? Like, cuz, what the fuck is this? What is this?
Look at the family in the comments.
Oh, that's what it is? So that's what you've been doing? Man, come on, cuz. Come on, it's fucked up, cuz. Like, we've been looking for you for a week. And this is where you at? What kind of shit is that?
What the fuck?
So
Disrespectful. I don't see the point of him doing that.
No, he didn't even do that.
Didn't.
So you didn't like that he went live?
No,
No.
not at all. Not at all. You're coming out there to go find your family member that's been missing. And instead of, I mean, you do go find her, but instead of like going to help her, you're out here putting her on blast for all social media to see. So what type of help are you really doing for her?
Right. He could have FaceTimed his family. You don't got to go live.
He had to do none of that. Take her to the hospital, tell your family what's going on, have them all come down there, and then y'all settle that in-house.
You agree, Hightower?
Yeah, you can't go back from that, man.
No,
You embarrass her and yourself.
we not family after that.
No, don't go too far, little.
We're not family. We're not family. Family don't do stuff like that. No.
So
To me, he seems like you heard some of the words that he was saying. You was on top of the world. You had a car. You had a great job. But you're out here filming her. You kind of come off to me as you might have been bitter of her success at one point, and now you're over here trying to put her out. You put her out there and trying to just dog her out.
I could see that angle.
Really?
I could definitely see that angle.
I guess for me, right? And you guys know me. You guys know my thoughts on addiction and things like that. First off, you saw the family in the comments. Like, oh, I'm glad you found her. Yo, bring her home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To me, that's a +1. Right?
That's not a plus.
Nope. But go finish your point.
The second thing is sometimes I don't know how this is gonna sound. So pardon me, fellas, and pardon me, Sparring Minds listeners. I apologize in advance if I'm crazy. Sometimes certain people have to be embarrassed into correction.
No, not by other people.
I get that angle, but I don't think that applies here.
No.
The way I look at this is anybody co-signing that dude is almost like the fruit not falling far from the tree. So you might look at that as a +1. Like, yeah, they're supporting what he's doing, but what he's doing is foolish. So they're supporting the foolishness. You know what I mean? Like, this is the type of guy that's gonna go around and put his camera on, go on live. Hey, look, I'm giving this homeless guy a hamburger. Like, you don't do that.
Yeah.
I guess for me, it's I don't know. Obviously, I don't know if this is her first time. Clearly, she's deep in the drugs at this point, and it's like
I don't know if she's deep.
Wake up call, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Is this public thing that the cousin did a wake up call to be like, oh fuck, that's how I looked? That was crazy. Let me get back to where I used to be. Let me get back to where I'm supposed to be.
I think she's a new addict from the way she looks.
It don't take but one time. You don't know how long she's been wrapped up in it. It affects everybody different. I just know for me, I'm not doing that to none of my family. I'm not doing it to anybody. I'm not doing it to y'all. You know what I mean? Like, nah, we're gonna family business take that in house.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if his logic was for his family to see that he found her, like I said, he didn't have to go live. He could have FaceTimed one of them. Like, look, she's okay. I'm gonna take her to the hospital. That's it. That shit he was doing was what they call clout chasing. Like, he was trying to get some fucking clout. Like, oh, he went and found his cousin. Oh, she's fucked up. Like, and like, it was a little bit of what Little said too. Like, he was kind of. I think he was kind of low key.
I think he's the low key jealous Fei cousin that just wanted some get back. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know.
There's a time and a place for things like that, man. That wasn't the time.
Right.
Or the place, for that matter.
For drug users, when is the embarrassment tool? Because that is a tool that people can use to try to trigger change. Stay with me. So the first tool is always going to be, hey man, yo, how can I help you? Like, I see you going through it, how can I help? The second tool is going to be interventions of some sort with the family and kind of getting us all involved. Third tool may be therapists, like Hightower and Payne have always advocated for, right? Once you've hit 7th, 8th, 9th tools, you've gone through every kind of avenue. When does, embarrassment. You should be embarrassed by your actions. And maybe that triggers the change. You ever see somebody who was 700, 600, 500 pounds and they look at a picture of themselves? Yo, that's crazy. I'm embarrassed. There needs to be change. Right? So why can't this be that same type of conversation?
There's a difference between self-embarrassment and public embarrassment.
Yeah.
And if this person is clearly under the influence, still, there's nothing you can do at that moment that's going to trigger her to come to her senses. Because if she was coming to her senses, she wouldn't have been in that situation to begin with. You see what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
So wait till she comes to and gets whatever, then you can be like, "Dog, I don't know what you was doing. That was crazy. Like, what happened?" But I feel like that the victim here is in a vulnerable state. It's definitely not a time for embarrassment or chastisement.
Yeah, and I think everyone's idea of embarrassment is different. That's another reason you don't do that, because she might not be embarrassed by that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it might take something small for her to be embarrassed. Like, it might not be that. It might be, oh, she looks at her, she catches a glimpse of herself in the mirror one day, like, damn, I used to be dope. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, you don't take it upon yourself to embarrass somebody because you don't know what their embarrassment level is. Like, last year I was 240. Like, I was embarrassed to take my damn shirt off to get in my pool. Like, I took it upon myself. That was me. But if someone made a fat joke, I'd be like, man, pass me another steak. So it don't matter, like, of you doing it. It's the person once they feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I guess I wanted some vindication there for the cousin who, listen, man, the cousin was out in the streets. Thank God he knew where to go find her. You know what I mean? Found her. And I just think that he was maybe it's like Little was trying to indicate. Maybe there was some embarrassment there. Maybe the embarrassment was on himself. I'm embarrassed you're my cousin out here acting like this.
Mm.
Yeah, but nobody knew until he went live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Kiki says, that embarrassment could also go in a different direction where she could probably take her life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kiki, you're right about that. We appreciate you rocking out. Yeah, she's right about that, and that's a tough case, man. It's a tough case because I'm always like, some people need shock therapy. Y'all know me. You know what I mean? Some people need that wake up call. Like, no, hey man, fix this shit because this is out of hand. I've done it with drunk uncles many a night. What the fuck is you doing, son? How many fucking bottles you gonna drink? Get the fuck out of here. That's shock therapy to me. That's me laying a little bit of embarrassment on you to hopefully say, you know what, that motherfucker's right. I am out here wilding. Now, to your point, it never works. But that's after I've run through the first 10 to 15 levels of trying to help in other various ways, right? At some point, shock therapy has to work on some levels. So I just...
Not necessarily, though. Because, like I was just saying, like, that might not be embarrassing to them. It might be something totally different that embarrasses them.
Yeah, you're right about it. Well, okay, so that's why I wanted to go on the second level of Candid Camera, fellas. And while it looked like a dark situation, sometimes those are the ones that need the most discussion, right? Like, those are the ones that we're really here for, is to talk about how we handle situations such as that. I know, well, I can't speak for everybody, but I know a lot of Black families have somebody who's gone off that needle, gone off the drugs, gone off the alcohol, and don't really know how to bounce back. And then a lot of that is, well, how do we as family, how do we as friends, how do we as loved ones try to get them right back on the right path? And y'all know that I'm not always about, oh, well, it's up to them. No, I think intervention is a good thing sometimes by family and friends. So,
no, intervention is always a good tool, but you can't do the work for them. So ultimately, it comes back to them wanting to do it for themselves. You can only do so much.
In the last stage of Candid Camera today, fellas, I want to take you through a story that I've run into recently. So this is guy and this girl that are dating for multiple years. They are both involved in what's called a challenge show of some levels, right? And so they go on these different TV shows with the intention of winning $1 million,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's a whole bunch of physical deeds, a whole bunch of physical. I know I grew up on American Gladiator. I'm not sure how you guys grew up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But this is what this show is really built around, right? So this guy is dating a girl, but they both go on the show. The boyfriend loses in like the second round, goes back home. His girl still stays to compete. While he's home, he goes through his girl's DMs. I'm an advocate of not going through DMs, by the way, but so he decides to go through DMs, right? And finds that 2 years ago, she might have been talking to some guy while they were dating and etc. Right? Here's what I'll do. Let me do this instead. This will help you guys out.
So Nicole, what's going on?
You have not been forthcoming about who you are as a person whatsoever. What I've seen, who I've talked to, all the things that have been brought to my attention, it's like,
Listen to me. Just hear me out. I've never cheated on you. I've never really.
I wish I didn't think this, but like, come on, like, you know what I'm talking about.
It really sucks to be accused of cheating because I fought for this relationship for 6 years. It hurts that Zach would throw away this relationship over something that happened 2 years ago. What I did when I was single is my business. I cheated on you. Zach, come on.
Apparently, I wasn't your boyfriend in 2018.
I never said that. Zach, listen to me.
No.
You want me to come home?
What do you want, Judge?
I want to be with you, Zach. Listen to me.
So I'm gonna stop right there, but I might come back. She's in the position to win $1 million. She's 1 week away from the finals. She's destroying everybody she's going up against. All right. Her boyfriend, as you can hear in this video, is like, "Come home so we can discuss this." She's like, "Do you want me to come home?" My question for y'all is, you are a week away from winning $1 million. Possibly. It's competition. Your relationship is on the rocks. It's on the brink of some shit right now. It needs a discussion.
I don't think it's on the rocks, but yeah.
He says to her later in the video, "If you don't come home, I'll be gone by the time you get back." He says that later in the video. That's why I kept it queued up, because I had to pull that. But I just.
Oh, okay.
Does she? First off, let's start from Zach's point of view. I want us all to sit in Zach's point of view. We just came across some shit that we need to motherfucking discuss. Are you telling the girl to come home?
No.
No.
I'm gonna wait till she come back if that's the case.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bring it up because I want her ass to win the $1 million.
Yeah.
And then once I'm gone, I'm gone.
Yeah. I mean, but at the same time, didn't she say they weren't together at that time? They were just like talking, basically.
I think what happened here is they were talking, right? He might have thought this is, those weird moments, those weird months where y'all talking, y'all about to date, but there ain't nothing official yet, but you kind of thought.
Yeah.
That's probably where he was. He had already got to the point where he cut off all his other chicks. You know how it is for men.
That's his fault.
Yeah.
What
Yep.
more from me? Listen, man. You dudes in money is something else, man.
It's not a. I don't know.
I didn't even mention money.
It's not even
Yeah.
about me.
Y'all,
Yeah, it's
y'all
definitely.
wanting her to stay to get the million. Cut this shit. Come on, Sparring Minds. I ain't gonna let y'all do that.
Listen,
I ain't gonna let you do that.
I don't know. I was just listening to the thing, and they weren't. I don't think she made it official. They made it official that they were together. And shit, I don't know. Nah,
He's demanding.
you know he's the villain, right? You do know he's
No.
the villain, right?
Why is
Of
he
course he's a
villain?
villain.
He for one, you was disrespectful to your woman by now going back and checking on her, even though you found some shit. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You're the villain. So now you found some shit, and now you mad?
Don't go.
Now you telling her to come back? Fuck out of here. Listen, let a chick say, "Hey, I found some shit in your DM. I want you to come home right now." And I'm sitting there with the chance to win $1 million. All right, bitch. All right, bitch. Yeah. I'll be right there. Yeah. Okay.
Yo, Little, can you mature for 5 minutes on this show, bro? Please.
That's yeah. Hey.
So what happens after this show is she has another competition, right? And everybody's like, "Oh my god," because she's like telling everybody, "I'm just gonna go home. I'm just gonna go home. I have to deal with this with Zach, etc., etc." Right? First off, she's a stand-up chick in my book.
She is a stand-up. If she's willing to go home, she definitely is. Which means she's a keeper. I'm gonna risk losing $1 million.
Yeah.
How long
They've been
8 months.
no, they've been on and off for some years. On and off for some years. They've been, they've been on and off for a while. And there's always some funny shit that comes up in their relationship when they go through drama, they break up, and they get back together.
Oh, then I'm not going to fucking place. I'm staying my ass right there.
Yep.
If I'm in her shoes now, I'm flipping. Now I'm the other way around. I'm in her shoes. I'm not going nowhere.
Definitely not.
Fall short because you're now distracting me from winning this $1 million. That it could either be for us or it could be for me later. One of the two.
Listen, man, you guys know me well enough to know that I always champion women who put their man in their relationship first.
I like how you made this about her and not about him.
This is a man that needs to discuss his current standing in his relationship.
Because of some foolishness he did.
Irrelevant of why.
That's exactly why. You can't ignore that.
Exactly. I'm not fucking.
Hey, so come on, Jaleesa. She ain't crazy. Hey, man, y'all gotta relax on this, man. Y'all gotta relax. Sometimes love is more valuable. Look at Payne's face. I ain't gonna do this shit with you dudes, man. Clearly, y'all don't want to absorb it.
What kind of conversation? What difference is the conversation going to be in person than it would have been on the phone? That they were just having the conversation on? You gonna give her a hug or something? Like, what are we doing? You gonna apologize and get down on one knee and propose? Like, what are we doing?
And there is a thing called FaceTime.
And that's how they were talking. As you saw the video there, they were on FaceTime during that video.
Yeah. So, what more? What do you want? No barrier between us so you can strangle me? That's strike two. Hell no, I'm not coming home.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the drop on her now, man.
Yeah. Oh.
Gotta be crazy. Let Zach not be home. Fuck it.
So you want to come home and you want to work out things, but you don't. I gotta have this conversation with you.
Listen, okay, but can you hear me out? Can you listen to me? I will be out today, but if I'm coming home, are we gonna?
The fact that you're giving me attitude right now.
I'm not. I'm upset. I'm upset, and I want to talk to you.
If this is gonna work out, then like, there's literally things that are gonna have to happen where I can't be in this.
Man, fuck Zach. Zach just mad he lost early.
No, he be putting hands on her.
He probably does.
Yeah, he putting hands on her.
She better take that million and go. Call it a day. Fuck Zach.
She got a whole bunch of sunglasses.
She can rename a nigga named Zach. She'll be all right.
I love the women that know how to bow down sometimes. When she says,
You need to grow up. You definitely need to grow up. You definitely need to grow up.
Sparring Minds,
But
episode 110 in the books. Little, mirror time, God, hit us, man.
a life without cause is a life without effect.
And $1 million.
Episode 110. We appreciate y'all rocking out. Next week, season finale. We're all about love here on the Sparring Minds. Next week, we're gonna lay out something real choice for y'all. Y'all gonna enjoy. Tune in for that. We're gonna build love out here and develop relationships. We're gonna have a great time doing it. So
we in the matchmaking business, baby.
Yes, we are.
No, Charlie Hustle.
The Love Doctor, Twinkie P.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're doing the bullshit. Okay. Mr. Maritime, Sam Little here. Johnny Depp's #1 fan.
You know, Johnny Depp and Zach have a lot in common.
Don't do this, Ed.
No, they don't. No, what? No, they don't. No, they don't. Johnny Depp's the only one with a cum guzzler over there. This chick is all fine.
I gotta follow that up with
Yo, come back, man.
my partner shots. This is crazy.
Every episode.
High tower, man. I'm out. This is wild.
110, man. We'll holler at y'all next week. I promise.
Peace and love, y'all.